everybody, good morning. This is Jean here. I just thought I would just check in and say hello to everybody. I am feeling better. Thank you so very much for all of your love and your concern and your best wishes. I really appreciate it. You lovely folks even offered me, Jed, I will take you up on your fruit cake, Barb, your homemade soup. I'm feeling better. Thank you so very much. I think you're right. I think the clamshells did me in. I've not sewn. I've not gone into my sewing room. I've just taken it steady, just taken it easy. Actually, we're going to be having I'm in my family room. I was watching television. I got a fire going. We're going to be having like 4 to 10 inches of snow again tomorrow. It's just started actually. Which is fine. Is it spring yet? Yeah. I'm feeling better. I really appreciate it. This diverticulitis, this won't be long. I just wanted to give you an update. A lot of you suffer from it or have family members who suffer from this, and it's really nasty, really nasty. And this was a particularly bad bout. As I was saying, I've been pretty good for the last year or so, but this one has really done me in, and I'm just taking it steady, taking it easy. It all has to do with diet. I understand I have to eliminate certain foods, which I'm trying. I really am. I'm not taking it lightly. As I get older, I know I'm not old, but I'm 61 years old, and I know that's not old, but things start to break down, and you don't function as well. I understand that. So I have my Benefiber every day, and after my antibiotics, I'm doing the yogurt probiotics, so I understand that. But I just wanted to address something, and I suppose it requires an apology. Block number 11, if you're following my block party, it was too hard for quite a lot of you. And I really apologize that some of you got discouraged and weren't going to do it. Because this is, I having to backtrack and realize that I'm doing this for beginners. And what threw me, and you must forgive me or try to understand my point of view, was so many of the blocks, quite seriously, that were sent to me on my webpage that I've posted as well as I can, are excellent. They're truly excellent. And I'm not saying that beginners can't do excellent work. But as Jen and I were saying, we understand not a lot, quite a few of them you are probably not beginners and are just following along. But for beginners, I had to really rethink. That was too hard, and I apologize. So perhaps what you want to do, if you're following along the block party, is you probably want to go back to one of the easiest blocks that you've made and make that. Because you're going to need 20 blocks in total, and if you don't do this block, as I said, by all means, don't do it. If it stresses you, if it's too fiddly, don't do it at all. And also, I wanted to address, oops, something fell. I also wanted to address the fact that people were saying, did these come out of your head? They don't. I'm using patterns that are off to the side from either older magazines or books or whatever. And this particular pattern had you cut all of the little 1.5 inch strips. In my fog, or my pre-fog of this illness, I do a strip set when I do 4 patches. Which means and several people said, wouldn't it have been easier to sew a white and a green down and then subcut them and then make your 4 patches alternate? Of course it would. I had you cut out 24 little tiny pieces, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to learn new techniques. That was one of perhaps an older fashioned method of cutting out smaller pieces. But nowadays we have strip cutting methods, rotary cutting that really quicken up the process. And that was one of them. I should have shown you that, but I was actually following a pattern, and I thought it okay, that would be more of an old-fashioned way to do it. But now with a new technology, so for block 11, what I'm going to be saying is, for block 12, excuse me, it's going to be much easier. It's going to be much easier. I don't know if I'm going to do it this Sunday. Maybe next Sunday. I'm taking a break. As I said, I am feeling better. And again, I apologize for block 11. It was too hard. It was too hard. I don't want you people to think that I'm like this type A personality. Excuse me. That it just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, because I do things fast and I talk very fast and I sew very fast. I'm not. I'm pretty much a couch potato after I sew and after I clean. I just like to hang around and relax. I really do. And I do, as I was saying, I have a life after other than my sewing. And then today my life, and it's been my fire. I keep the home fires burning. That's that expression. Oh, somebody also asked me if I would make a log cabin block, which I find log cabin blocks not as easy as they're supposed to be. And people go, oh, the log cabin block is the easiest block. It is, but you have to do the configuration. I might actually try to embark on that. It's easy piecing, but I want to see how I can make it for every beginner to keep it in order. So I may or may not do that. That was one of the questions. I have not responded to each one of your lovely posts, comments. Please forgive me for that, because I like to do that. I feel if you take the time and the energy to comment on my video, that you deserve a nice answer, and I really appreciate it. So anyway, but I'm still not feeling very well. It's just taking me a while to recoup. So anyway, that's my update on how I'm feeling, and I just wanted to let you know block 12 is going to be easy. Simple, simple, simple. And don't stress about it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. My word. This is supposed to be fun, remember? And if you don't have fun and you're like, oh my word, what is she doing? Don't do it. Don't do it at all. Please. I have gotten a couple block 11s, and they're beautiful. And they're up on my webpage. Stunning. But I'm looking at them like, yeah, it was a bit hard. It wasn't hard. It took me a while too. So by all means, please don't stress. And again, I apologize to you beginners. This is supposed to be a beginner's quilt. And I will get back to that. I will get back to the basics. So thank you very, very much again for all your well wishes and your kindness. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. And I'm waiting for the snow to start. I just got a phone call. The kids' after school activities are all canceled. So it's all right. The last hurrah. It's good for the snow is good for the soil, because it's a slow seep into the soil. These late spring snows are good. They're good, instead of like torrential rain, which 90% of it washes away. So it's okay. It's all right. I can say that I'm sitting here in the comfort of my home with a quilt, with my cup of tea. My dear husband and all my kids are out, making it possible for me to just recuperate and to get better. So thanks again, folks, for all your kindness. I appreciate it. Okay, bye.